My beautiful Aqua Soul family, what up, though? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message for my beautiful Aquarian gang, my Aqua Soul family, gang. What it do, y'all? Hope you're doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please come through, okay? Give us additionally what we need to know. Y'all like, all right now, don't start all that giggling. Okay, girl, this is my life. Don't you forget. Okay, got it. Sorry. I do need to give a bit of a disclaimer, but first, if you don't mind, guys, click the like button, okay? It is what helps us expand on this platform. We've grown a very beautiful community here, but you know, we're still meeting a goal here, guys. Okay, I guess the closest number we're approaching is the 75K, but I would love for us to make it to that big 100. Okay, so if you want to be a part of that process, a part of that goal, then smash the like button. Yes, everyone. Okay. And if you have not already made it official, then click the subscribe button. We would love to have you. That's also what's going to make a pretty hefty, energetic donation to our beautiful community. And we would love to, we would love it. We would love it. Everybody else. Let's just go ahead and dig right in, okay? As for the disclaimer, right, I'm going to just say at the very beginning, y'all know I love y'all, okay? This one might be a little bit rough, tough. It's a little bit of tough love, a little bit of looking in the mirror. And we're trying to see how we got here. You could be asking yourself that. You could be asking yourself how you got in this situation. How do you get out of it, right? Even if just energetically. There's something about feeling attached to someone, an attachment. Their energy is attached, or you may feel as though parts of you want to release this, want to let this go, or want to take a break, or want to take a step back. But then there are other parts of you that you feel are uncontrolled, right? Where it does feel like a pull, some kind of a magnetic attachment. For some of you, it could be a cord, right? An energetic cord. I won't get too deep as to call it a soul tie because that's not the case for all of you. But if it is, then you already know that. Okay. What we have here is a very interesting case, you guys. Okay. And the disclaimer is because we are tapping into how this person views the situation, why they have conducted themselves in the way that they've done, the behavior that you have experienced from them. Okay. And that they have exhibited in this connection, and the ways in which, they may have hurt you, okay, in the process of doing that. Now, we are not here to blame the victim. I'm not calling you the victim either, okay? Also, please keep in mind that you could be a cross watcher, right? You could be dealing with an Aquarian. You could be currently connected to an Aquarian. This could be a loosely involved individual, but it does feel like the majority of you have stepped back from this. Okay, you're receiving some clarity in reference to why your feelings have not detached, even though you may not have been dealing with this person for quite some time. Or if it has just ended, it's not making sense as to why your heart would still be calling for them, or your body, right, would still be calling for them. Meanwhile, it's like they didn't do me right, though. You know what I'm saying? They effed it up. Of course, I shouldn't be taking them back or forgiving them for that, right? They burnt a bridge is what I'm hearing. Now, I'm also hearing on this person's end, man, when it rains, it pours. And what I will say is there's something that blinded you in the beginning of this connection that did not allow you to see this person for who they really were. Now, here's what I will say. They might not have been rose colored. Okay. Maybe they was some aviators, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they was, you know, some nice big square frames. They was looking hot, but you know what? They covered up, and they created this illusion of who this person could be or who they were to you. I feel like you were only seeing the good parts of this person because of so-called shades. Now, you did pick these out on your own. I don't know if you went down to the TJ Maxx, down to the motherfucking Marshalls. You're like, bitch, no, we was at the Neiman's. Okay, with the Neiman Marcus. Okay, fine. Wherever you got them from, they was on and they was up. All jokes aside, right? We have on a pedestal. This is one of the very first cards to come out. There's something about this connection that was very much so romanticized. This is how this person viewed you. They feel like you propped them up on a pedestal, even if you didn't feel that way. This person does know who they are. They also know who you are, which would have made it unexplainable for them as to how they would have been accepted in your world, in your life. Okay? I don't get that the two of you were that equally yoked, guys. I don't get that you were that aligned enough to take them as serious as you did. That's not me. Listen, this is not me trying to come down on you, right? This is how this person views things. They are feeling a bit shook. They might be feeling a bit appalled, shocked, angered, sad, right? All of the things rolled up into one. Because now all of a sudden the things that they have always displayed in this relationship or this connection, now it's problematic. Now it's causing separations and arguments and drama. When in the beginning, to them, okay, you overlooked that, or you made excuses for it, or you just kind of looked at the good shit about the connection, right? There may have been one thing that you held on to that did give you this false hope, or would have given you the ability to romanticize that part and forget the rest. Please keep in mind that these messages are general. It is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. However, they are general, okay? So don't take it if it doesn't resonate. You know what I mean? Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Don't force shit to fit. Now, also don't be in a position to not want to hear or be open enough to hear this perspective because it might not feel that great. You know what I'm saying? Taking accountability for how your life or that heart chakra of yours may have gone up in flames is not an easy feat. It's not. And it's not meant to be said to beat yourself up or to place such heavy blame on yourself. But this is something that you are needing to see because this person is still here. And they're here for a reason. Okay. Now, I feel like at the beginning, this person is saying that you pedestalized them, or that's how they viewed it because they didn't believe that they should have been placed in the position that they were placed in. So this is somebody who themselves definitely sees you as a gift. OK, they looked at it as happiness, right? As very pleasurable. Yes. And a blessing. But it's like a gift because it wasn't something that they earned, or it's not something that they were deserving of. Now, for some of you, you may be like, they put on a good front, Empress, okay? You could say all day that I put on those rose-colored glasses. Well, I'm telling you that this motherfucker put on a mask, okay? It wasn't me. Got it. I am seeing a particular situation, guys, okay? With this on a pedestal card. There's definitely something that you failed to see. Okay, the card literally says failing to see faults. I do get that there's a strong attraction here, and it is mutual. But even this person didn't believe that they were mature enough for you, that they were emotionally mature enough for you, that they were spiritually mature enough for you, that they were on the same alignment or frequency for you. They're saying that themselves. Yet they received a lot of gratification, okay, lots of resources. I am also hearing that they didn't really have to work for it. Okay, they're saying that's bullseye, you guys. I'm trying to go easy on y'all, right? I'm going to take this nice and slow. This is not to give you a spanking or a beating or anything like that. This is just to show you how it got to this point, okay? Now, this person is also reassessing the situation, but they're not able to see it properly because at some point you removed the rose-colored glasses or you took them down off of that motherfucking pedestal, and then you all of a sudden had realistic expectations for them, ones in which they were never, see, look, that just went in the reverse. You see what I'm saying? Ones that they never intended to uphold. You know what I'm saying? This was all fun and games. It was always supposed to be all fun and games. You started with leading this, carrying this, and building this, and they just kind of made up in their mind, damn, this is sweet, right? Like this is the sweet spot. They just were there to indulge. They weren't actually there to do anything. So that's also something that's being brought to the forefront. There's a bit of resentment on their end because they do feel like you made them fall in love with you. They feel like, you know, I got comfortable or I got used to the idea of you doing everything. And now you're asking me to do certain things. And that's not what I signed up for. Now you're trying to change shit before it was good enough. You know what I'm saying? It was more than good enough. It was perfect. Okay. Because there could have definitely been some confusion in reference to this person's reaction to your requests, conversations that you would have wanted to have with them about how things were going, missed opportunities, your own gratification now coming into play. Okay. I don't get that that was at the forefront of the relationship. This is something that they are stating that changed. And I do feel it started to change when your happiness started to dwindle. That one thing that attracted you to this person certainly wasn't good enough anymore. Now you need more. You need it more. And that is rightfully so. Okay. They are quite surprised, though, right, that you're asking for more now at this juncture. Now, depending on how long you were dealing with this person, for some of you, it went all the way that they was on this motherfucking pedestal. OK, you were going to get tired at some point. At some point, you were going to get tired, but this person is fully focused on how it was from the beginning. And what they're saying is you put in the majority of the work, the effort, the interest, the seeds that were planted, the investments. OK, you built this shit up on your back now. And in your mind, like I said, rightfully so, you might be like, hold up now. I built it, but I didn't plan on carrying you up this motherfucker on my back. When are you going to do something? When are you going to show up? When is it your turn, right? To be about me. And they're like, whoa, 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 baby. Now that ain't what we discussed. That's not how this goes. That's not what we discussed. It's not how it's ever been. So you would have got a lot of pushback from this person or lots of immature behavior, okay? At the thought of having to actually put in effort or the thought of actually having to answer for themselves, be an adult, do adulting things that adults do in relationships, hold and pull their weight. There is resentment, almost like a tantrum, right? Now, I don't get that their tantrum shows up like a toddler, but the essence of it is given 2-year-old. You know what I mean? Lots of pushback. Very underhandedly. There is quite a bit of resentment on this person's end. I'm getting the image of somebody like laying under a maple tree and just like mouth open, tongue out, just soaking up all the sap, all of the sweetness. And then just thinking like it was a never-ending river. And then the tap runs dry and it's time for them to do things, right? Nurture the tree, water the tree. Hello? Get some landscaping at this motherfucker if you want the tap to keep going. And they're like, yeah, I know. No. Nobody ever told me I was going to have to do something in this relationship. You never told me I was going to have to do something. That's the energy that I'm getting. This could also be a connection where this person just thought their efforts in the physical department, because I'm seeing like pleasure, indulgence, like pleasuring you in a certain way. They thought that that would be good enough. And it wasn't, or it's not. I mean, it was for a while, right? In the beginning. So there's something about the shift of this connection moving from how it used to be in the beginning to now it's shifting, right? They feel like you're asking more of them. This is not something that they're prepared for. They feel like they're ill prepared for it, in fact. And for some of you, this person is capable of doing it, but they don't want to. It was sweeter the way that it was. Why are you trying to change things? Why are you trying to change this? Well, because they're fucking tired. Ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, wouldn't you be tired too? If you were made to look like a never-ending pouring sap of maple syrup for someone's own indulgence and personal pleasure, when do they get pleased? They're like, we never discussed that, Empress. You know, mind your motherfucking business out this bitch. Okay, well, I'm saying, you the one asking the questions, you know. I got the answers for you if you want it. Very interesting, good energy, guys. I'm stumbling over my words. I was also getting a very strong energy during the meditation. Lots of noise, right? Like just a lot of noise. I couldn't really zone in on what was being said, on what was being heard, on what was being seen. That is on purpose. Yeah, okay, so it's hard for me to kind of focus. There's something about that. Hearing lots of noise, like shoes dropping, loud music, you know, laughing, cackling, okay? The noise could also be someone's physical appearance or the way that they're showing up, or if they're always, you know, throwing themselves at you physically, sexually, you know, buying little gifts, things that are not really of substance. It could actually be their mouthpiece. Okay, for others of you, it could be the fact that they use these tantrums as manipulation. Either way it goes, all of that is manipulation. Quiet your mind down. You're thinking too much. The moment you start spitting some real shit to this person, and I'm talking facts, okay? Like laying it out for them. Okay, I'm hearing laying the cards out for them. All pun intended. Showing them, pinpointing to them what has been occurring, what has not happened, where you are with things, how you're feeling. I'm tired as fuck. Like, I keep telling you the same thing. This is not working. Something is going on. I feel like this person will use things to try and create noise. Okay? This is with the sole purpose of redirecting the conversation or redirecting the energy. Now, I feel like it starts out more sweeter for some of you initially, right? So that could look like, oh, baby, you tripping, coming over, giving you a hug, you know, a little kiss, giving you a compliment, you know, bringing up something that they feel like might make you feel good, right? Or just, you know, very nicely or sweetly saying, let's not fight today. Let's not argue. I got you something, right? It's all to put a Band-Aid on the bigger picture. Keep you from seeing like what's really happening or what's really going on. And it's worked, you know, up until this point. It's not until the point where you are really putting a pin on this, like stopping things in their tracks, okay? Not allowing them to redirect the conversation, not allowing them to sweet talk you, not allowing them to use their body and their looks or their money or whatever the fuck it is that they think is going to help them control, you know, pipe you down, cool you down, get you to look the other way. It's not until it's at that point that this person is like, this is not fair. Like, this is not what I signed up for. Like, oh, this whole time you treated me like this. We've done it this way. And now you're changing. Somebody here in particular, not for all of you, so don't force it to fit, has been with this person for years, guys. I'm talking like upward of almost a decade or more. Okay. I'm seeing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So they got really comfortable. And this sweet energy, whatever this is that they would use to butter you up or rock you to sleep, okay, has always worked. It's just not working at this point. They're not seeing this correctly. I just want to let you know that, okay? These are all their energies, along with some of the clarification on the divine's end, okay? So you're most certainly dealing with somebody who is emotionally immature, but if you've been with them for that many years, then you certainly suspected that maybe that was just their fun side, or they would grow the fuck up eventually. That hasn't been happening. So you've been taking an analysis. You may have actually initiated taking a break from this person. You weren't happy anymore. You didn't feel like you were receiving anything out of this anymore. Before it was just good enough, but now whatever they're providing is not good enough. You need more. They are looking at this as a stab wound, a stab in the back is what I'm hearing. Like it's coming out of nowhere. That you didn't communicate this with them, but you did. Their problem is when you did attempt to communicate this with them, they manipulated you. So they didn't really take the time to listen to what it is that you needed, what it is that you wanted, or where you wanted things to go, or what was problematic. They instead were trying to use whatever they have, right? For some of you, like I said, it's their looks, it's their body. Maybe they're a charmer. Maybe they, you know, they're very sweet. They may have like a really genuine smile. They may definitely be able to talk their way out of stuff by playing the victim, making people feel sorry for them, or genuinely feigning ignorance. Like, I didn't even know you felt that way. This is not worth it, right? Like, this is not worth arguing over. I love you. You're my person, you know? Love conquers all. So in the midst of manipulating or redirecting is what they want me to use. Okay, fine. It's manipulation, bitch, but fine. I'll use your term and your phrase, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. I'm talking to your person now. They're like, why are you using that word? That word is just so vulgar, Empress. I love Aquarius. Don't you mean redirect? I just wanted to redirect them back to our sweet spot. That's manipulation, bitch. What the fuck? But okay. Okay. Redirect. How about you redirect your motherfucking ass over to a transformation? Don't you piss me off. Because now you're trying to make me lose my focus by semantics. It's just semantics, bitch. It all means the same motherfucking thing. They outsmarted you. Okay? They may have taken your sweet temptations initially, but you had to have known. Unless you need hooked on phonics, bitch. You had to have known that it wasn't going to work forever, that it wasn't going to work every single time or for more time than it already has. Because like I said, some of y'all put in years. Years, guys. Years. Now, it's going to be important to not beat yourself up over this, but it's also going to be important to understand how you got here, because we don't never want to be at this motherfucking place or positioning ever again. Never again. We mustn't romanticize the fake, the illusions of it, right? What it could be. For some of you, okay, not all of you, don't force shit to fit. The romanticization, okay, the romanticizing of this connection wasn't even about real stuff. It was about a story you made up in your head. Like, you may have fantasized being with this person, getting married, right? I don't know, having a life with them. Like, there's something about this person that really stuck out to you. Maybe they're really funny. They could have had a great personality, or you could have had like one great date with them, or multiple good dates in the beginning, which opened up that floodgate to allow you to see all the possibilities of what could be. And that's what you held on to, rather than seeing exactly what you had, honey bun. A baby bird. Okay? A chickadee. Someone whose maturity had a lot further to go than your intuition would have told you because of the romanticizing, okay? So that's just them keeping it real, right? What do we have here? Yeah. Came to your wits' end. It was gonna happen eventually. Come on now. Just come on, guys. It's a lot of work. This person is a lot of work, you know? And I feel like they have a really good way of getting into people's hearts, right? Emotional attachment. And it's even better for them if you lie to yourself about what you could have with them, because then they really don't have to do much. Okay? To pedestalize them is to lie about what they're actually doing, like the facts, you know what I mean? And by the time this person was pedestalized, or by the time you romanticized this connection, it was already too far gone at that point. You see what I'm saying? By the time you realized it, it was already too far gone. Everything happens for a reason, guys, okay? So this is why I'm like, you know, taking my time with this. This is not to beat up on you. You will not fail. Everything that it is that you desire is coming in for you, okay? We have gifts here. So there's some sort of celebration that you can be looking forward to. This could be by way of work if you've kind of buried yourself in work instead of looking at the emotional shit that's going on in your life. You can't avoid it though, right? Because there needs to be a place of healing in order for you to move forward. They'll let you get away with suppressing it for a little while, but then the suppression will start to turn into blockages, and then the blockages will start to turn into law of attraction. And then that's when you find yourself having to repeat a lesson because you thought it was gone, but all you really did was suppress it. You didn't heal through it. You didn't even look at it. So that's for somebody very specific as well. So we have divine union. You left every part of me untouched. I realize now who you are. And that's going next to perfect match. I'm not going to I'm not going to jump the gun to say that this is manipulation, but we know who we're dealing with. You know what I mean? We know the kind of character that we're dealing with. They may really be trying to go for the bullseye, right? To be sure to lock this down. For some of you, they may even be coming in with an offer that will solidify things in ink. So if you weren't already married to this person, then they might be talking that type of time. I just need you to keep in mind that all of that sounds great. We mustn't romanticize the offer because are they ready? Don't find yourself in another positioning where you are now carrying another individual, right? It would be like signing up to adopt a child. I'm just letting you know that, okay? They don't want to do any work. They don't. In fact, they definitely feel lost without this connection, okay? Whatever ways in which you showed up in this person's life, there's a void there. So we have moved on. I do feel like this is at the forefront of their thoughts. It is also at the forefront of their fears, one of their greatest fears. They may definitely be in the process of overthinking things, okay? This is somebody who is viewing you as the problem. You shut them down. You shut this down. We were supposed to be in love. We were supposed to be the perfect match. That you said none of this to me, but you also didn't give them the chance to say it, bitch. I'm just letting you know. I'm sorry. You're like, please don't call him a bitch, Empress. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I talk crazy over here, okay? I have a potty mouth. It is what it is. Okay? I might not be everybody's flavor. It's just a terminology. It's a figure of speech, okay? But I'll change my verbiage. You see, it's that sort of wording. It's like you never said any of this to me, but every time you did try to open up or have a conversation, you could only get but so far before they were throwing their body at you, right? Before they were throwing some sweet shit at you, before they were throwing you a curveball, right? Before they were, you know, redirecting. Yeah? So we have definite communication coming in. That's without a doubt. It's really just going to depend on when they grow a pair, right? When they have made up in their mind, it's time to strike. Here's what I fear for this person's sake. You definitely have moved on for a great majority of you. And if you have already healed, it's KOD for you. Okay? Ma'am, sir, breast is, it's done. That is if they're trying to come back prior to changing themselves, right? Prior to realizing the errors of their ways, okay? You are on the path of making healthy choices. I hope they are also doing that, but, you know, we can never know. We will have to look. We don't know that just yet. We have mask. So that's your 2 cents. I get it. If this person was wearing a mask, though, you were definitely rocking them rose-colored sunglasses better than anybody I ever seen, honey. Okay, you put that shit on. You understand? You was rocking the hell out that shit, and I give you your props for it. But now we mustn't wear it. Okay, we mustn't point fingers either. Okay, this person was able to, like I said, exert this behavior over however long it was because of their accessibility. Okay, now, I told you. Okay? My cards don't lie, guys. They're definitely going to come in with a big daddy, big mama offer. Divine union. They will call wedding rings. It's listen. Okay? For some of you, this person could have had that wake-up call. They could have had that aha moment, okay? The moment that you shut this down for good, or if you've been on a break longer than they've ever imagined, or longer than the history of this connection, that could also be something that's slapping them into shape, slapping them up in the head, right? There is overthinking here. So I'm not saying that they haven't changed, but what I'm saying is this, right? This is alarming to me. Because why do I have to start making healthy choices? Why do I have to start actually exerting my power, okay? My control, self-control. And this is your offer? Now you want to act right. Something ain't clean in the buttermilk. You know what I'm saying? Something real fishy out this bitch. And for me to say something is fishy, dare I say this person might want to go with the flow. Okay, I'm getting a very big monumental offer. So that could be like finally making things official, or wanting to date you exclusively. I'm dumping everybody else. I don't want to be a player no more. Ass. It could be all the things, right? It could be an engagement. It could be wanting to get married or wanting to stay married. It could be wanting to move in together. The way I see this wedding rings card is like making major life changes for the sake of the connection. And it is another illusion, is what I feel. Just at this juncture, we will look in the extended, right? We will look to see if I'm right or right. To see if I'm right or if I'm right. We will look. Looks like another Band-Aid to me. You know? It's like coming in with such huge offers, yet are we going to address how we got here or not? It's sort of like jumping over it once again, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, the offers that this person gives. They're going to be very consistent and persistent. You will not fail. This is what they're pointing out to me now with this bullseyes card again. So everything is always working out for your good. That is an affirmation. And I do feel that in your energy, okay? Even the choices, even the tougher choices that you've had to make to walk away from this person who you deem to be a soulmate or a divine connection, some kind of spiritual connection, it has not been easy on you, but it will get easier. Whether or not you decide to deal with this person or not, they're still here for a reason. For those of you who are dealing with someone who has transformed, then it could be that this is divine, divine intervention. Okay, you're trying to move on and walk away. Perhaps they are ready at this juncture. I won't put too much on that though. You know what I'm saying? That might be a very, very small percentage of you guys. I'm just saying, right? For others of you, this is a test, right? This is an opportunity to really just stick a fork in this, to have the ability to make this very healthy and wise choice for yourself and move forward to the things that are actually going to feed you. Okay. The things that are actually going to fill you up and not deplete you. For others of you, like I said, this is a cover up, right? Like it's an illusion. This whole idea of wanting to move in. Oh yeah, let's share finances. Let's finally be together. I'm going to dump everybody else and let's go get married, or let's stay married for the kids. And what about love? What about us? What about trust? You have to give me time. They're definitely going to put that in there. But should we be apart just because I need time to change? If you love me, then that wouldn't even be a thing, right? Like, I love you. I wouldn't do you this way sort of energy. It's a promise. Has this person kept their promises at all up until this point? I just want to know that, right? Because how much weight can we really put on a promise for somebody who has not stood on business? A promise? It says an everlasting promise. You know how I read that? being in a non-ending cycle of the promise coming. Oh, no, I'm changing. Oh, yeah, you gotta give me time to change. Oh, yeah, that will happen soon. No, not right now, but soon. No, not right now, but soon. No, not right now, but soon. Until when, Empress? Until the fuck? Until everlasting, everlasting. It's going to be important for you to not overthink this. You're going to need to use your intuition on this one, guys. Okay, this person is a pretty heavy hitter. I feel like their manipulation game is, yeah, it's definitely very unusual. There's also an air of temptation around this person and their sexual energy. Even if you've never been sexually connected to this person, it's a thing. Let's hop over to the extended, okay? Let's see where it's going, guys. I want to know what their intentions are moving forward. That's going to be really important. I also want to know what karma do they have come knocking at their door, all right? What karmic lessons are they being forced to face and learn? That'll also let us know if they're coming back towards you before that. I want to know, have they been or have they made any significant changes? That will let us know if there's a transformation that has already occurred or if it's currently underway. That'll also let you know the difference between those of you who are dealing with somebody who's already transformed and they're coming back to make a healthier choice with you, or those of you who are dealing with somebody who is actively avoiding it, wearing a mask, and coming back to test whether or not you're going to make a healthy choice for you. Let's see what their next steps are, just so you can be prepared, and we will look at the best possible outcome of this, whether you decide to go with this person or in the opposite direction. I would like to know how this ends. If you decide to invest in this again, how does your life end up? You know, what does that set you up for? We'll also look at the subconscious blockages that might keep you visible to toxicity. Okay, toxic connections appears to be a bit of a theme in part of this reading, so I want to look at that. Okay, I'm being guided to look into that. There's something about suppressing pain, suppressing the healing process, trying to speed it up or speed past it, that may have you being interrupted, okay, on your path towards your happiness, the beauty that you deserve, right? The love, the joy, all the things, because this can't be jumped over. I'm hearing the term, the only way out is through. So you can't just bounce over that shit. You have to like fully heal from it, see it and heal from it, deal with it. It's painful. That's not easy. That's painful as fuck. But if you don't do it, then you will find yourself in a never ending cycle of the same people, romantic and platonic, just toxic ass people around you. People who will show you, people who will show up just to deplete you. That's what the lesson is here. People who will show up masked up, play on your sensitivities, play on your humanitarianism, play on your empathy, play on your niceness, your kindness, and drain you. So we want to know how we're going to end that. How do you release those blockages in order to move on from this? Okay. Then we'll get into new. This shit heavy, but we'll get into the new. Okay, for those of you who are going in the opposite direction. Now, of course, we will see the best possible outcome. I just need to go back to the old person really quickly. I want to specify that I do feel it split in the group. For some of you, this person could have, in fact, transformed. We just don't know. I want to see the best possible outcome for those of you who are dealing with a transformed person versus those of you who are dealing with somebody who is masked up, mask on, mask on. And then we'll get into new love, okay? So we'll see who's coming in. Only the good, only the new. What's the vibe like, okay, between the two of you? Why are they single? What's the most attractive quality about this person? This will also let you know who I'm talking about, just in case you have multiple people who are interested. All right, I want to know if there are any warnings, any red flags, any toxic traits we need to know about. What are they? So you can be fully prepared and you can decide whether or not this is something you want to fuck with or not. I also want to know what is the potential for things to go all the way with the new person. Okay, we'll look at time frames for both energies, old and new, and then we'll also do a little bit of spying. I want to know what sign or synchronicity can you look for from the divine to signify when you've met your divine counterpart, okay, who this person is. We could also look at a time frame for that, when they might come in, okay? We'll see. We'll just see if they let us know. I just want to spy. I'm nosy. We'll get some advice, and I might throw in an Ask the Universe reading as well. For old time's sake, give you the floor to ask a couple questions, but without further ado, click the like button as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. I'm going to see y'all over there. Let's go.